Once upon a time, in a secluded mountain monastery, there lived a renowned Zen master named Master Haku. His teachings on compassion, mindfulness, and inner peace were revered by many seekers who traveled from far and wide to learn from him. One day, a troubled and impatient young man named Kenji arrived at the monastery seeking guidance. Kenji had been burdened by the weight of his past mistakes, unable to forgive himself and move forward. He hoped that Master Haku's wisdom could help him find the peace he so desperately sought. As Kenji approached the monastery gates, he noticed a serene pond filled with beautiful lotus flowers. Curious, he walked closer and saw Master Haku sitting by the water, his eyes closed in deep meditation. The young man waited patiently until the master opened his eyes and greeted him with a warm smile. "Welcome, young seeker," Master Haku said gently. "What brings you to this humble place of wisdom and reflection?" Kenji hesitated for a moment before speaking. "Master, I am burdened by my past mistakes and unable to find peace within myself. I've hurt others, and I can't forgive myself for the pain I've caused." The wise Zen master nodded knowingly. Regret can be a heavy burden, but dwelling in the past won't lead you to peace. Let us walk together and talk. Maybe I can offer you some guidance. Master Haku and Kenji strolled along the tranquil garden paths. The master listened attentively to Kenji's story, offering words of understanding and encouragement along the way. As they continued their walk, they approached a beautiful rock garden, meticulously arranged with raked patterns in the sand. Master Haku stopped and picked up a pebble, holding it in his hand. "You see this pebble, Kenji? It represents your past mistakes. It's part of the garden of your life, and there's no denying its presence. But remember, the garden is not just made of pebbles. It also consists of sand, plants, and open spaces." Kenji observed the garden, contemplating the master's words. "What do you mean, master?" "Every experience, good or bad, is part of the beautiful landscape that makes you who you are," Master Haku explained. "Embrace those experiences and learn from them, but don't allow them to define your entire garden. Your heart can grow like the lotus in the pond, rising above the murky waters toward the light." As days turned into weeks, Kenji immersed himself in the teachings of Master Haku. He diligently practiced meditation, seeking inner peace and learning the true meaning of compassion. Gradually, he began to feel lighter, shedding the weight of his past and embracing the present with renewed vigor. One morning, as Kenji was tending to the monastery's garden, he noticed a wild rabbit caught in a snare. The poor creature was frightened, struggling to escape the trap. Without a second thought, Kenji carefully approached the rabbit and freed it from its entanglement. A fellow monk witnessed this act of kindness and shared it with the others. Word spread quickly throughout the monastery, and the monks were in awe of Kenji's newfound compassion. But what surprised them even more was that Kenji seemed unaware of his own actions. Master Haku called Kenji to his quarters that evening. "I heard about what you did for the rabbit, young one," the master said with a twinkle in his eye. "Your heart is starting to bloom with compassion. Remember, kindness is not just an act, it's a state of being." Kenji humbly bowed and replied, "Thank you, master. I didn't think much of it, it was just the right thing to do." Master Haku smiled knowingly. Indeed, it was. Every compassionate act, no matter how small, has a ripple effect that extends far beyond what we can see. By freeing that rabbit, you set in motion a chain of positive energy that touched not only the creature but also the hearts of those who witnessed your kindness. The young man looked puzzled. "But master, how can one act have such a significant impact?" The master gestured toward the pond, where they saw the rabbit from earlier playing with its friends. Just like the ripples on the water, kindness creates waves that spread outward, affecting everything it touches. Your act of compassion inspired others to be kinder as well, creating a ripple effect of goodness in the world. As time went on, Kenji's heart continued to blossom with compassion and understanding. He became an integral part of the monastery, sharing his wisdom and kindness with all who sought guidance. The ripple effect of his compassion reached far and wide, touching the lives of countless people who were fortunate enough to encounter him. Eventually, Kenji felt ready to leave the monastery and embark on his own journey, carrying the teachings of Master Haku with him. He traveled to distant lands, sharing the wisdom he had gained, and spreading the message of compassion and mindfulness wherever he went. Years passed, and Kenji returned to the mountain monastery, where he found Master Haku sitting by the same serene pond. With a heart full of gratitude, he bowed deeply to his beloved teacher. Master, you have given me the most precious gift, compassion. Through your guidance, I have learned to forgive myself and find peace within, Kenji said, his voice filled with emotion. Master Haku smiled warmly. Kenji, my dear student, you were always capable of compassion. You just needed to rediscover it within yourself. Remember that the journey of self-discovery never truly ends. It's a lifelong practice. As Kenji sat by the pond with his master, he realized that the true essence of compassion lay not only in acts of kindness but also in the ability to be gentle with oneself. From that moment on, Kenji continued to learn and grow, nurturing the garden of his heart with the seeds of compassion sown by his beloved Zen master. The story of Master Haku and Kenji reminds us of the profound impact of compassion and forgiveness in our lives. Just as a single pebble creates ripples in a pond, our acts of kindness and understanding can have far-reaching effects, touching the lives of others and inspiring them to do the same. But compassion doesn't stop with external actions. It starts with being kind to ourselves, learning from our mistakes, and embracing the beautiful garden of experiences that shape us. Through self-discovery and the cultivation of compassion, we can create a positive ripple effect that transforms not only our lives but also the lives of those around us. If you like this beautiful story, like, share and subscribe.